Alright, this is the Omni Key app. This prototype was coded using Framer. This app can be represented by 5 different aspects. I'm going to keep the description pretty short because of the file size required for this video. We have the Smart Key or remote engine start. We have the navigation page, driver safety rating, remote climate control, and advanced vehicle diagnostics. We're going to start over with the Smart Key or remote engine start. We're going to start by turning on the lights of the vehicle. And we're going to start the car. In the settings page, you can have a PIN number pop up for security reasons. You have your horn. You can open your trunk, lock and unlock your doors. These banks are icons that represent IFTT recipes, or if this then that. That's a conditional statement. For example, you can have a garage door app that you load into the application. So, for example, you put a GPS trigger on it, and when you drive up to your driveway, a garage door button will appear on this app. This is a music app, so you can use any app that you want, from Spotify to iTunes. And that icon will represent this app. Let's go into the menu page. This will show you the vehicles that are loaded onto the application. This is where you'll set up your IFTTT triggers. This is where you can add additional car apps. This is the glove box. This will be information that you can find within a glove box. Your driver's license information, your vehicle information, and the insurance information. You can also do a quick link over to your insurance agent, so you can click on the phone number and it will send a call over there. This is your user manual. This will be represented by a PDF document. This is the settings page. This is where you can set up the settings for each individual aspect related to the app. So example, on the remote engine start, if you have a fleet vehicle service, you might not want all of your employees to have remote access to the vehicle, so you can turn that on or off. Notifications, set password. There's also a timer that's is legally required by the EPA for idle time. So you can set that up for 10 minutes. It's also important because you might start your engine and forget that you turned it on. So that could also be a problem. And then this is where you can turn off the IFTT triggers. Okay, let's go back over here. Let's go over to the navigation side. This is the navigation part. We have our odometer, miles driven today, time on road. We have our gas gauge. We have the efficiency of what you drove and the miles related to that efficiency. This is where you could find your vehicle. There's also a street view, so that you could see a photo of that area. We have our directions. I'd imagine you could use like Google Maps API to give the user familiarity with the program they're already using. This is where you will find the nearest gas station and related to price. So we have a price index here. When you go to click on it, it will send you back over to directions to that specific gas station. This is where you can find the nearest parking spot. Now, a lot of new parking meters have RFID tags, which sends information to the network. So you can see specifically which meter is open. There's also a street view. It'll give you a dated street view, but nonetheless, it'll give you a picture of the area. We have a price index that will show you the price per hour and the availability of that parking spot. So if you go to click on this, it'll take you directions to that specific meter or parking lot. Let's pop over to the driver point safety rating. So like I said, this can be used for individuals, teams, and families. There are 5 aspects that are related to the driver point systems, and this uses telematics. One is cell phone use or distraction while driving. So are you texting while driving? This excludes the actual Omni Key app itself. 2, hard braking, hard acceleration, speeding, and hard cornering. This is where you can access your information for your profile. This will show you the trips. If you click on View Trip, you'll see a star rating, in relation to the time and date. And then this is the criteria of which you were scored for that individual trip. This will show you your trip score, your efficiency, your phone use rating, speeding, hard acceleration, hard braking, and hard cornering. This will be your trends related to your driver safety. This will show you your point system over a period of time. This is your streaks. This will show you how long you've driven for each of those 5 aspects without a violation of points or being docked points. And then your current streaks. This is where you can view your team members or your family members. And one aspect is you'll receive a notification. For example, you have a teenage driver that has a new license. It will send you a notification that that teenager, using telematics, that your teenager is speeding. So this screen will prompt up, and you can, there's a call button, so you can instantly call. It's like, hey Cassie, you need to slow down. And this is where you'll also access their profile. And then this shows you the trends for your team or family over an extended period of time off of that 5 category point system. This is the remote climate control with the 7-day forecast. I set that up because imagine like you're laying in bed and you see that it's snowing today. You're going to want to warm your car up ahead of time. You will need to have the engine car on first. So if you go to start this without the engine being on, you will be prompted to turn on your engine first. And for keeping it short, this is the advanced diagnostics page. This is where you'll get live data. This will show the live data in its raw form. You can add these banks over to the driver's side. So for example, we put our total calculated engine load in here. So you can view this information in real time. This is very valuable for like tuning your car, getting the best out of optimization. You can also share this information to the cloud or share it with a mechanic. These are your diagnostic trouble codes. These are where you're going to run your DTC scans or diagnostic codes. So say we run that. You can also get customer support by pushing the help button. This will be the description of those diagnostic codes. These are done via PID request or parameter ID request. So for example, one of them is P0136, cylinder 1 misfire detected. It's going to take over and give you a description or a report of the possible causes that caused that. So for example, one of the things you can do is check air leaks for an air induction system. Say you don't know what the air induction system is. You can click on it and it will show you a video related specifically to your vehicle. These are freeze frames. These show you exactly what happened when your when your check engine light turned on, for example, and the diagnostic trouble code. Again, you can share that information with your mechanic. These are the mile stats. So this will show you how long the engine trouble light has been on. A little historical data. This is smog check. This will show you how your emission system is running. This is mode 6. This shows you more advanced CAN bus data. You can also format that data. And you can also share it with your mechanic or save it to the cloud. This is your records. Now records are pretty cool because this will show you the historical diagnostic trouble codes for a vehicle. So for example, one way you can use this, say you were purchasing a used vehicle, you could plug the OBD2 dongle into their OBD2 port or onboard diagnostics 2nd generation port, and it will show you a history of their diagnostic trouble code scans, and you could send that into a mechanic. So a mechanic could be like, hey, don't buy this. This car has actually had a lot of problems. This is your vehicle information related to your VIN number. And then this is a flashlight. So if you're working on your car, you have instant access. I made all of these buttons large to make them more accessible and convenient for when you're working on a car. I kind of pictured a tool. All right, that's a very brief explanation. It can go a lot deeper. But thanks for checking my app out.